Hi, if you are trying to recover from narcissistic abuse, you find that you keep being in relationships with the narcissistic personality, one thing that you can learn how to do is spot some red flags, and I'm going to teach you a great one to spot and how to deal with it. Hi, my name is Olivia, and I am passionate about helping you understand relational trauma so that you can heal from it, overcome it, and move on with your life. So when you're looking to spot a red flag from someone who's having a narcissistic trait, one thing that is a very powerful thing that happens often is they will try to pretend like they are your partner. So they're going to take liberties that a partner would take, like telling you what seems like a lot of personal information and very private, deep, sensitive information, and it's probably not. And that is in an effort to get you to share your real, private, personal experiences and information. So as you're like handing that over and they're collecting all of that information, they know that you're bonding to them at that level because we share most with partner. So if someone is getting this close with you, they're going to do things like call you as much as a partner would call, text you as much as a partner would text. When they're with you, they're acting as though you're dating or like you're married. They're going to get really close. They may talk about future planning, things that you're going to do together. They could just really massage your ego and make you feel really safe, really loved, really close to them. But then it's kind of like when the rubber meets the road and you get to a point where you start to have an expectation because they've been treating you like a partner. Then they may say things like, I never said that. I never said we were together. I never said that that's what this was. Like, that's on you. That's what you thought. We never agreed to that. I never agreed to that. So it's almost like, you're playing this role with me when it suits you. And then when I have like this painful thing you probably just did to me that's causing me to act jealous or act as though you've hurt me, well then now you're going to act like I'm crazy because I was thinking we were in a relationship and you never said that. So it's kind of like leading a horse to water. So, or you're leading me to water. So let's say someone's like, oh, are you thirsty? Yeah, you seem kind of thirsty. Well, there's some, I know where water is. There's water up here. There's water up here. There's water up here. And the whole time we're walking, you're telling me about the water. You're describing the way the water tastes. You're letting me know how the water is. Water, water, water. I finally reached the place with you where there is water. And I'm just going to help myself to a drink because you made me believe that you knew I was thirsty and you knew that there was water here for me. And when I get there, then you're like, whoa, what are you doing? That's not your water. Like I never said it was for you. I never said that you could drink. I never said this is what we're doing. And then I'm thinking, you're right. You never said this was for me. Like why did I think that? Oh, well, I thought that because you implied it and made me believe that this was for me over and over and over. But now when we get here and we're like the brass taxes, then technically, yeah, you never did. So now I'm even more confused and hurt. And I'm even on more shaky ground because I don't understand how you could be acting the way that I felt towards me, but you didn't believe that. You didn't mean it. And that's very confusing and painful to be on the other side. So you can use the relationship trust boundary model to help you once you understand, okay, you're acting like my partner, but you and I have never committed to that. So if there is no commitment, we don't do partner things. You're not taking up all my time. You're not blowing my phone up every single day. I'm not talking to you every single night until I fall asleep. We're not future planning, zero zip anything together. You're not going to act in other ways like a partner acts with me. Without commitment, no one goes in the partner rung. As far as you could go, if trust has been built to that level, would be at a family level. We could act like family, but never partner. So once you notice that someone is acting like a partner, but they haven't asked you for commitment, you haven't clarified that commitment, then you have to say like, whoa, we would have to talk about this. It seems like we're calling each other a lot. It seems like we're spending a lot of time together. let's have a conversation to see if we want to move forward. And if that person does not, then I would say back them way up to like a coworker level where you're going to share and only talk about a shared interest, but that's it. We're not even going to be at a friend level or a family level because you were just working me over. And now that I'm coming to you and now you're acting like I think the sky is purple, right? When we both know what was just happening. So a quick tip would be spotting that red flag. Someone's acting like a partner and they're not a partner. You go through a period of time and then you want to have a conversation and they try to flip it or they try to evade it or they try to act like you misunderstood everything. That would be a huge breaker of your trust. That would be a huge violation of your trust. And I would say really stop sharing a lot less with that person and pop them out further in the model from you. Give them less what's in your head, less of what's in your heart, meaning you're not telling them what you're thinking. You're not telling them what you're feeling as much. You're going to keep it way more on the surface, closer to the surface than not. And you're not physically going to be touching and feeling any of those types of things. And that's showing like, no, I have boundaries. And if you are going to act like a partner without a commitment, then I'm going to move away from you because that is not okay with me. Like I'm not trying to get played. I'm not trying to play games with you. You can find all of this and more in the Relationship Trust Boundary Model. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next one.